I don't know if people watch anime, but anyways, this is our project brief, and we're going to just paste that in here. All right, to provide, we've pasted that, and let's increase this so you people can see. We've pasted that. Now, this is the part where you give additional information. You don't have to even be extremely specific about it. Let's say we want the app. It's a hospital app. I don't think it should be dark themed, right? So let's go for light themed. For light theme, um, we need a color. What kind of color would we can use? Although green also signifies healthy, kind of seems awkward for a hospital app, don't you think so? So let's go for something more like blue. It has a general feel to it. So you need the hex code. This is Figma. Oh yeah, think of this blue as our main color. Should we use this? If you went into an app and you're trying to find out if you have diarrhea or gonorrhea or just headache, and you saw this blue, will it make you confident if it tells you you have it's too blue? It's too dark. Okay, let's go light. Is this light enough or then too light? I should lighten it a bit. Okay, let's go for this. What do people think? Lighten it a bit. Why? Like you feel like it's too bright? Really? Does anybody else have another opinion? Who thinks it should be lightened? You're the one who said you want to enter UI/UX design, Abi. You said you are. You're UI/UX designer. All right. So what do you think? Should it be lighter, darker? Light green. That's the Red Cross kind of logo you're talking about. So does anybody else buy into this light green? Do you feel light green is something that is going to be amazing for a hospital app? Anybody? If you keep quiet, I'm saying thinking you're saying no or yes. I'm confused, so I kind of need to hear. Light green. Anywhere between like, oh my brother, you are greedy. Why can't you pick red? It's scary. It's to shout at you. You won't feel safe with red. Red gives food, not even danger. Food. You see red and you think of food. Eh? Red is food and love and Valentine. Yes, red is love. So we're not going for red, that's for sure. Um, what? Sorry. Okay, you feel it should still be lighter. Okay, let's move. Do you feel it's different now? Where? This? This blue. Hmm. That's disappeared because it cannot show when I'm there. Okay, let's try and use our eye and find it. Nope. Nope. Wait, let's move this way a bit. Yes. Seems like this is the color that was all something like this. Do you think it's lighter, darker? What should we make it? Let's use it like this. All right. So the code we're getting from this is called the hex code. Every color has a unique hex code. So that's how you know. The only one me I have offered is white and black. If you're a magician, you can have up to 20. Now let's go back to our UX pilots and just input the code. What else do we want this thing to have? I beg no verse before they go come give me another paper. All right. What other let's say lighting this color simple fonts. thin lines. Let's. Someone said something. Did I heard something? Okay, let's say simple font, thin lines. Let's add transparent gradients. Let's see if it will even be able. And, okay. All right, I'll just update this and we have our context. Now, this context just gives it an idea of what you're trying to build. Now, you will see why we generated what we generated before. So now this says create flow. Now we add screen and we describe the screen. Now the description from this screen comes from here. Remember we created this saying we want the top to bottom page structure. Now all we just have to do is give this to that to the UX pilot. So we copy this, we go to the US pilot and we paste it in. And then page. And we say, wait. I knew something was missing. I was like, what? Let's say generate. Now we have to wait. While we're waiting for this to build, if there's any question, I'll be taking any question now. And if there's no question, I just know I'm awesome at this. I'm teaching amazingly. You that you like green and blue at the same time. Why you no go get question? Wait first. All right, look. What's your question? Yes. Mm. Okay, how do you cater this kind of apps to people in Enugu State? So that's the thing with design. Sometimes your surrounding can affect how big. Wait, before we do that, voila! Doesn't it look amazing? Now you can still choose. We didn't even design any. Let me zoom this in so we can see it properly. Sorry. Now, we did not lift or design anything. Neither did we even think for a second, if I'm being honest. All we did was use prompts and we have a full, and I believe these are the colors we chose, right? I believe everybody's seeing the colors they wanted. It could even combine a shade of the color with a lighter one on the background. Used icons that represent enter symptoms. We have a clip a board, get suggestions. We have the brain that thinks it's emergency advice. We have this personnel smart drawers. We have like a capsule and a tablet, which I think is an amazing thing. AI powered symptom checker. We have like an AI robot, and we've been doing this together. Everybody knows I never designed or put in anything at all. It's amazing. Tell me, AI is quite amazing. Anyways, if you still want to view what it said, you can always still read it. It's even we don't even know why we want them to choose us, but it seems AI knows. Get instant health insights without waiting for where Nigeria. Access your health information from any device. Nice one. Your data is encrypted and protected. What our user says. Where are our users? But then it's all fun. Like at the end of the day, this is a wonderful website, and this could pass for something that I would charge you who like blue and green 200K for just for this. And it took us how many minutes? I don't know how long I've been here, but we could see. So this is what AI can do. And this is how AI helps me as a UIX designer. Now back to your question. But does everybody understand? And we also. I hope people from here are seeing. Was I blocking? All right. We have it all the way down to the footer, the download for iOS, download for Android, everything, links, and all this will be connected by our wonderful. Now, this is where my own expertise stop. From here is the developers who then still use the same AI to help their own work. But for me, I've done my part under 30 minutes and I'll get complimented. You're a good designer. I mean, come on, thank you. Stop it. All right, bro. Sorry. Got carried away. Can you please re-ask your question? Okay. The thing with ChatGPT also depends on the AI you're using. ChatGPT also has knowledge on even our country. Like there was a pitch deck I did. It was for a cooking app. If there was time, I'd have shown you. But I also asked it for the market's value and the market's capital for Nigeria and then in Enugu. Surprisingly, we don't read the news much, but people do upload these things. And ChatGPT scours the net for these things. So you could still get information you want, but now actualizing the ideas you have, like for example, saying once you call, the doctor will come to you straight away. That's not in your power because you can't control how Nigeria works. What you can do now is find another alternative that you can control. Find another way that the medicine can be given to them. Or you just don't promise them instant delivery. Tell them to choose a timing. Tell them, will you be available from 5 to 6? We'll bring the medicine this period. You don't make promises that you can't keep, especially when you're designing an app that you intend people to actually use. So focus on that key point thing you have and you know you can achieve with the area or surrounding you're in. I don't know if that answers your question. Any other questions? Okay, using Figma Jam, I would recommend you use ChatGPT for that. I really think. I mean, we could always. You know what? That's a good this thing. Let's even see if Fig Jam can do that. Oh yeah, but I'm out of time. Oh. Chinese. I'm done. Okay, so I believe we should actually use ChatGPT for that, for to get wonderful competitive analysis and project insight and stakeholder data. That now we're talking about figures, and ChatGPT is much more likely to give you more accurate um, answers than FigJam can. If you notice, FigJam already have things like it stated it can do, ideate, summarize, all this, all that. So that means in a way it's limited. But ChatGPT gave you an open book, just prompts it how you want it and what you want it to give you, and it will get it for you. But like I said, and I'll say again, always read what it gives you. It's not everything you should just copy and paste. But even if that's what we did here and it came out amazing, shasha. Anyways, I should design. There should be we'll just put the landing page. All right, so we're going to be giving it to, and as much as I would love to speak more on this and give more insights, I am running on the timeline, but we'll be holding a 3-day workshop, I believe. And if you're interested, would I don't know, they've collected your contacts, we'll still send out the invites. I don't know when it will be holding, but please do make sure to come and we'll go deeper into this, even the psychology of colors, psychology of fonts, and all that. Anyway, so I saved this and I'm going to move it to the Figma file and we'll have our developer create this amazing page that we just made. Oh, and all these things are connected. So that UX Pilot has a plugin that is already in Figma. So the things we generated there is already saved here. and all we have to do is bring it in. Boom, we have it being generated here, and we're going to be getting it in an editable. Disappear. Okay, don't come back. We're going to be getting it in an editable format. So if you still want to change anything, you can always just, do that here. If you want to change it from how it works to having the B, it's allowed. So having the B, please let me change it back for developers will go do having the B. And boom, we have this. So at this point, I have done my job, and the next speaker would be showing how he can convert this to something more relatable and something functional. So thank you. Now you can talk. Thank you. Our front ender, Oracle. The name strong, Oracle. Clap for the boy.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Good day, everyone. Wow. I'm kind of, I have stage fright, but I have to do something about it. So, our good friend, Winner, has done his part. So, it's time for me to put it into development. I'm a front end developer, I'm a full stack developer, but specialized in front end. So, I'm going to kind of take you guys on how to develop this Figma file to a web page. Okay. This is the Figma design. Yesterday, I would have loved to take you guys on how to install your React from scratch, but I got a message yesterday that I can't do that because of time. You understand? I think most of you guys that will be interested in the 3 days program, I will take you guys on how to start from scratch to install your React and everything. I've already installed my React, so we'll start from there. Okay, AI. Normally before we developers, if you see this app, we'll start from we'll use how many of you are web developers or have an idea of web development? Okay, VS Code, IDE. Before we normally use IDE, VS Code to do this. Yeah, this thing. Yeah. But because of AI, I have different. I use Kuso. This one is an AI IDE. You understand? So let me open my Kuso. Sorry, I think I'm wasting time. It's been okay. It's already open. This is an AI IDE that you can ask questions. You don't need to type. You don't need to write any code. All you need to do, just do this for me. It will do it for you, and to give you a very good and excellent app. So let me move to. I think I already have. Okay, I already have. I've opened the React. Okay, this is a React page that I installed yesterday. If not because of time, I would have taken you guys on how to install the React. This is just a code from React, just a boilerplate. I'll call it a boilerplate that you will see when you open a React page. First thing that you do, like npm run dev. Sorry about that. Open your terminal. M- npm dev. This will take us to a web page where we see a full, okay. This is a React web page, but we have to clear all those things. We don't need these things. You have to clear it. Most of these things here are not needed. You clear this. They're not needed. You clear this. They're not needed. There's a CSS. You clear this. They are not needed. Okay. Then again, I don't use ChatGPT. I use another different kind of AI to do my own stuff. I use this website, this AI, View. I think most of you know about the AI. So if you don't know, you can just take the website if you're interested in using AI to develop a web page. So to the Figma, I would have loved to take the whole landing page to put on that AI, but it won't be possible. So I'll be taking the badge by badge. So first of all, let's go with the hero section and the navbar. I want to snipe it, so I'll take the picture. Sorry. Okay. Let's start from here. Okay, let's take from here. Okay. I have to save it to my system. Save as capture. Okay. So I've saved the image. I have to go to the AI that I showed you guys here. Let's prompt our AI. Am I audible? I think I'm kind of slow. Like are you guys following me? Okay. So let's prompt our AI. I, I need, okay, let's import it first from our system. This is it, right? I need you to create this app. I need to create this React. Because I'm teaching you guys on React, so let's use React because there are other languages. If I need add React, it might create a TypeScript or other things. So I have to add React. I need to create this React app. React app using CSS module, and JSX. I need to create this React app. I need to create this CSS module and JSX. Okay, let's go with that. It's thinking. Okay, we have our code. Normally, this thing would take a web developer like a day or some hours to code this thing. But we have our full code now. It's still coding, dividing the code into sections, your colors, your anything that you need. Okay. It's ready with the code. I want to see. He has designed our website. He just led for me to put this inside VS Code or my Kuso app so I can develop it. It's okay. Yeah. The part that I captured. So I can't capture the full, it's too long. So I have to do it. Yeah, I have to, yeah. So because if I capture the full, they say it can't bring everything, it will be complicated, yeah. So do you guys understand? Okay. So let's put this code into our main EID, EDI. So this is the first one is the Euro, the main app where you call all your components, which is here, app.jsx. We can clear this. We don't need this. We can clear this. Let's add our code from this. And then the next one is the layout. Wow, you see our mistake. That's why I have to like prompt this thing very well. Our mistake, he created this thing on TSX. He created it on CSX. I need it in JSX. Maybe at JSX. It's better in JSX. I think TSX is kind of it's something that you have to learn later, but for a starter and to know things about coding, I think we should start from JSX. TSX is kind of complicated, like, but it's almost the same, but we have little changes. JSX. Oh, copy. I hope like you guys understand what I'm saying and what I'm doing. But it's just like I'm just coding without interacting with you guys. Okay, these are up here. So what else? Okay, we need the CSS. Let's go and copy the CSS. And then the CSS. Do you need this one? App the CSS. Okay, let's take this one. Not everything that we need. App the CSS. Here. Let's put this here. App the CSS. Then we need to open our components. Our component is where you add all your pages, which is this. They call it component, where you add all your pages. So let's open a component. You open your component at the root folder. Okay. What pages do we have here? We have header, we have hero, just header and hero. That's the nav bar and hero section. So let's copy the header. In your components, you open a folder in your components. Okay. Header. You can name it header.jsx. You can name it anything, but I like using the normal conventional name, the normal name for developing, like, which is index.jsx. Sorry. Index.jsx. You open the style file. Style.module.css. Okay, we'll copy the header codes. Then let's copy the style. We will have some errors. That's when your experience comes in, because sometimes if you prompt something, AI might not give you the full, it will give you like, okay, 80% of the code that you're looking for. You understand? But without your experience, you can't correct the code. That's when, like, after the training, you have your experience to correct whatever error that the code will throw to you. You add your styles. I can't copy them once because I know it's going to waste time, but you have to do it one by one because from different folders. Your hero section. Let's open a hero folder. Then inside that hero, we have to open our index.jsx file, index.jsx, and we have to open the styling file, styles.css.module. Okay. The next thing is the last folder, which is, okay, I think we are done. Let's see what we have. Let me cross-check the folders. Yeah. You see what he did here? He named our styling section hero section, but I named it style.modules. So if you don't change this thing, it will throw you error. Like, let me show you the web. Add a component. So that's the error that you have to meet. It's with your experience with it. But we can actually solve that with our Kuso AI. That's why we are coding with Kuso. It can change these things for you. Understand? So let me ask Kuso, why am I having error here? Kuso will go through my code and understand my code and tell me why I'm having error. Okay, say the error is likely because hero module.css file doesn't exist. You understand? The normal name is style.css.module. That's what he said. Okay, but we can change it. Let's just change it here. This is this thing here. So what else? App.jsx. Here, if you don't want to like go through through so many time changing this. Just have to comment this thing out. Comment it out here. It will give you the exact place that you have to call this hero. It will give you the exact place that you have to call this. Okay, whichever are we having again? Okay, the access image. You need to import an image from the hero section. But let me just comment the image out. We don't need it now. When the time comes, we import it. Where is the hero section? I don't see like component hero dot line number 2. Okay. I don't see the image that is calling. Okay, it's loading. Component hero index 18. Okay, line number 18. Sorry about that. Line number 18 is calling an image. Okay, image. Let's comment it out. I just want to see the line number 18. Let's comment this image out. Sorry about that. Access. Okay. It's importing our image. Why we don't have an image file now? Which we'll still have an image file. What's happening? That's why I have Kuso. Why? Sorry about the mistake. I'm coming. Running because let's check if the no hero section. Okay. Let me close the engine and start again. I don't know why. No.
this is not opening.
Okay.
Now app.jss. Let's check our app.js. Everything is working. The main app. Everything is there. So why is it not opening?
Okay, the AI machine is running through my code because I don't know why it's not opening. That's the main benefit of using AI. It will go through your code to know why you are where the problem is from. Okay, let's say now I can fix the hero section. I think the problem is from the hero section. Okay, accept. This is why AI is important in coding. Without this AI now, I would have stayed hours. It might be one minor thing. I would have stayed hours looking for why this thing is not opening. But with AI, it will solve the thing immediately. Import type from hero section. Sorry about the delay. That's one thing. Like in coding, error is what you experience every time. You must experience error. And it might just be one little dot. It's not a straightforward something. Like code is logical. You have to think, critical thinking. You understand? It might just be one little comma that will stop the website from working. So you have to be careful. You have to be attentive, and that's where AI comes in. Because less for me, I would have stayed here hours looking for how to resolve this. I just asked my Kuso, I just gave a prompt. Why is my website not opening? He went through my code and found out the error and fixed it. So this is what my designer designed. Although there are some images I remove, which I will add, but this is exactly what is. This is the first part of it. Which is this. So is there any like something that it didn't add a lot of things. Like it didn't add the it didn't add the app store, which we can add. Okay, let me tell Akuso to add an app store button. Can you add? Just a single prompt. So that's the benefit of using AI to code. Okay. Let's go back to our code. Is it done? It's not done yet. Okay, I think it's done. Let's go back to our code. App Store button is there. I don't need to like start coding. I don't need to start coding anything. Just a simple question. If you want me to change any of the color, if you want me to add anything from the nav bar, is there any like anything, maybe contacts, anything? I'll just tell my Kuso, I need this. It will provide it for me. Then for the images, it's left for me to add an image. If you can't provide an image, I'll add any image. Let me capture the image from here. Okay. Then for those of you that are interested in web dev, when you are importing an image, you make sure it's that is not 1x, maybe 1.5 or 2x. So the image will look brighter. Okay, my downloads. This is the image. Okay, the name is IMG. Let's create a folder for the image so I can capture the image. I will create my folder in public images. Then I'll add my image in public. I already have my image. So let's check where we're going to add this image in row section. Okay, this is where the image is before. I connected it out. I have to remove it entirely. Okay, let's remove here. You have to import the image. Import. Okay, is there? No. Image from. Public slash images slash this. Though it has imported the image, but though the size is not what we need, so we can ask AI to increase the size, to increase the width, whatever we want. We can do that. Increase the size of the image. So, and like this, is how we are going to. Like if you had to develop the whole website that my friend designed, this is how we are supposed to do it. Picking it up badge by badge, we putting all of them together to give us a full web page. This is a full landing page. Now I've created this in just a few minutes, even though there were errors that we encountered. But if we are to use our normal IDE VS Code, we'll spend like maybe 1 hour, 45 minutes doing this. But with AI, you can do this. I can do this within 30 minutes. If I'm to do it alone, within 30 minutes, I'll be done with the whole page. Because I know why doing it, you can still encounter some few errors. But within 30 minutes, I'll be done with the whole page. So that's the importance of AI. I don't know if we have time. I would have loved to do the whole page, but let's be going. I will do it. Increase it to this extent. If you still want to increase it again, you can still ask AI to do it. Should we increase it again? It's all right, yeah. So you can change any color here. You can ask AI to do anything here. Just with typing, just prompts. You don't need to go to the CSS side. Okay, I want to change this color. Like anything that I want to do here now. I can still tell AI to add anything that I want to, even animation. Okay, let me put animation. I want um, Why doing that? Let's go to the Figma and pick up another part. Okay, this part. Why? No, what's the next? Okay, the next part. How it worked. We need to pick up how it works. Use a snipe tool. I don't know if any of you have tried coding. One of the most discouraging thing about coding is the error that you encounter. It will make you ask yourself, like, is this a right thing? Like, did I make the right choice by going into coding? Because some errors will take you 3 days. I'm telling you the truth. But with AI, in a few seconds, you will settle your error. So one of the most tiring thing about coding is error. I've done a work that I have to face this error for like 3 days. At the end of the day, it's just one small thing that is just causing the error. So AI is here to make our work easier. If not because of AI, this error that I encountered here, maybe I'll just carry my laptop, I'll go outside, I tell them, let me fix this thing now. But with AI, I just have to prompt, why is my app not running? AI just went through my app and find out why it's not running. Let's add this page. I have to save it. Okay, we'll move to our friend. Where's our friend? Okay, no, this is not our friend. I don't know where this guy is. I don't know, but let me just use this one. Let me just use this one. Oh, I know, just drop it. I'm not going to do the whole app because of time. Let's just do this one. Okay. I would have loved to use that friend because one thing with AI, why you guys are using ChatGPT, it knows your history. Like I didn't I used the old one, I couldn't find it, and there's no time. I won't have to start prompting it again. I'll just drop the image there. It will go the same through process to create a website for me. Using CSS module. Yeah. So let's look at our code. I asked my AI to do something for me. Okay, animation. Yeah. Okay, let's accept. Add any animation to use. Can you see? Do you notice something on the picture, on the image? It's kind of bouncing. Just a single prompt. Put animation for me. I can tell it to do the same thing with your personal health assistant. It will add something for me. Before, like me, when we were learning code, this animation is what the senior devs normally used to show us they are the big guys. You understand? Like if you want to add animation to one of your code, you can meet them. They will say, come back later. I don't have time. Like you have to be chasing them. But now, just a simple prompt, I have the animation. So that's the benefit of AI. I know most of the things I taught you guys here, or I showed you guys, I didn't start from scratch. And I think you guys, many of you that doesn't have idea of coding will be lost. Like, how is this guy? How did he start from here or here or here? But I promise you, I know, I swear, I heard that. But I promise you, if you register for the 3 days program, I'm going to take you from the scratch. to the top. Because now I'm no longer using React. That's why I'm kind of finding it strange to navigate around. What I write is TypeScript. I focus on TypeScript. So, but if you register, I will take you from top to the where I am now. I'm not at the top. I'm aiming to be there, but I'll take you from where you are to where I am now. So that's it. I don't know if I have time to. Let me just do this one component and I'm done. That asks AI to generate for me. Okay, this is it. It has generated this one for me. Just left for me to take the code and put it in my IDE, and we are good to go. So where are the codes? Okay, this is the feature. This is all I need. Feature section. We already have a component that houses every pages. This is our component. I'll come here and create a folder and paste. Let's just name it feature. So inside this feature, we'll create a file, index.jsx. You can name it anything that you want. Anything I want, but I like using index.jsx. Name is style. You have to add your style. Styles.module.css. Okay, let's go and copy our code. This is the code. Let's copy the code in our index. Let's copy the style. Index, review it. So now we have our code here, but it won't display because we have to go to the main roots of the app where it will display, which is app.jsx. You have to call it. If you notice, we have header here, which is the nav bar. The header is a nav bar. It's a separate component on its own. We have hero. Hero is this section. So it's section by section. You don't write everything once. People do write everything once, but it's not a good user experience because when you have error, you don't know where to trace it. We like breaking it into parts or pages. So let's call our feature here. Because of it already brought out this, just I have to click enter to accept it. Okay. Let's load that simple mistake I normally do. Sorry about that. I didn't change the CSS name. Yeah, I didn't change it because I named it CSS.module. You keep on appearing. Okay. Accept. Error upon error. Don't worry. Our man is here. Let's give it to our man. We don't need to stress our brain. Our man will settle it. That's the purpose of having it here. Okay. There's an import, Lucid app. Okay. I have to install Lucid app. Rundown. These are libraries that you need to install while writing code. There are so many libraries that you need to install. So if you call any external library that is not a React library, you have to install it for that thing to work. Let me do it manually. I think it's wasting time. Let me do it in my terminal. It's, if you want to install, this is how to install. Some do take time, some just take just a few seconds. You will get what you want. So this is what AI can do in a generation. Like I remember when like someone wants to develop your website, you will not ask the person like, okay, you ask people that will develop it for you, like how many months they will charge you millions and tell you that it will last for 1 year. They'll give them 1 year to develop a website. But these days, you can collect your money and do it overnight. Depending on how I want to stress myself, I'll just drink a cup of coffee, and the next morning you will get your website working. Okay, how this website is installed. It's loading. So this is the importance of AI. We have different AI tools that you can use to develop, but I love using this one. We have Lovable. You can search about that. You can browse about that. Different AI. But why I like this one is it kind of gives me what I want. It's a personal choice. You understand? So I know of someone that uses Lovable, but I love using this cursor and Dev or ChatGPT is once in a while. I think it's network. Why is this not loading? So while waiting for this thing to load, I know I'm not interactive enough, but if there is any question, I'm free to take. If you're confused or would like to ask any question. No question? Okay. Yeah, like Kuso, I can't import image on Kuso. Why using Kuso? It's just for ID. Kuso is just for ID. You can't import image, but the view, you can import the image that you want. It will give you the full code. You understand? So Kuso is. I want to show you something. In Kuso, I can switch to any AI that I want. Okay, let's look at this thing first. We have our next section. Just in a few minutes, you can develop a full landing page or other pages that you want. So back to your question. In Kuso, if I click here, it has different AI from different sources. You can see Cloud, you can see ChatGPT, you can see Gemini, you can see anyone I want to use. I will just switch to anyone. Though this is a paid version, but you can still use a free version. I can switch to any AI that I want. So that's why I like using Kuso. But the only problem is I can't import a full image that like what I did in the other one. I can't import a full image and tell, okay, give me this thing. No. I'll develop it there. I'll get the codes there and put it here and ask Kuso to like redefine it or recode it or whatever. Add any design or anything. So I use the both. Just like my guy that uses ChatGPT and the design this thing to work. So that's the benefit. Sometimes I use Trello. It depends. If I prompt here, I'll compare it with another one because they'll give you different answer. And I'll compare it to another one to know if I can get. But my final bus stop is Kuso. That's where I settle. What? Yeah, that's where the problem is. Yeah, you need to have an idea of what you're doing. sometimes network might fuck you up because someone will not answer you. So you have to have the knowledge to trace the error. You understand? So you need a basic knowledge. You need to have a deep root of what you're doing. So that's why our 3 days program is important. They will teach you from scratch because normally I started from React. I would have showed you from HTML, CSS, normal HTML and CSS, but this is a React code. You understand? So why, if you register, you can start from HTML and CSS to, so you know the basic things that you have to know. So that is important for you to know the basic things. So any question? Any other question? I'm sorry I can't go through the full landing page, but this is what, with AI, this is just a tip of the iceberg of what AI can do. I have so many wonderful things I've done with AI. You know, this is just, let me say the ABCD of what AI can do. So this to show you how important AI is, because AI is taking over the job, like especially us, the web developers. If you go through the internet, you will notice that most of these, not most, all these big tech companies, they are using their tech guys. Because one person can do what 4 people are doing. Understand? One person can do it. Before, we have a team of web developers, like 4 of them. Okay, this guy do the landing page, the other guy do the other section, do the other section. But if I can do it with AI, why do I have to be paying 4 of you to do it? So that's why AI is taking our job. So you have to follow the train to know what you are doing. So if you are part of the 4 people, say, so I can do this thing with AI. You just show him simple work that you can do with AI. Maybe you won't be part of people they will sack. So that's why AI is important. You have to follow the chain. So thank you very much. I will invite my colleague. Okay, I will invite my guy back to highlight more whatever he wants to.
So we've seen the design aspects, and we've seen the coding aspects. My code hard, though. Well, we talk true, but you see, that's where everything comes together. You have the design, you have the code, and I believe to be a developer who writes code, you have to be very, very smart and logical, because the amount of logic you apply when coding, it's not small. So we are all little screws in a whole bigger picture. So he showed how he can turn it to a live site using code. Now, the whole idea of the this program is to show you also the app version. After I spoke, I've already designed the login and the dashboard of our MediWise. We're going to have a senior developer who's also a Flutter expert show us what it looks like when we convert it to an app. We've done the design, we've done the landing page. Now let's take it further. Let's turn it to an app. And all this will be done from the time you've been here till the time we leave. That's like a day. We already have a design, the landing page, and an app. So the possibilities of using AI is endless. Let me shall stop talking. So the next speaker is Oquilox Maduka. Hello, yeah, boss.
Okay, good afternoon, guys. See, don't look at me as a professional, I'm a novice. It's just AI is helping me to do the work. And so far, my colleagues have taken us to a journey from the UI UX and what UI UX actually means. So he have made the platform more easier for us to jump in. And my colleague that just finished now worked on how this thing works. You can use the AI to convert your code, the designs into live website. So now My name is Okuchko. You already know me, so there is no need to introduce myself. Do I need to introduce myself again? Ah, okay. My name is Okuchko. I'm a full stack developer, but case of this seminar, I'll be working on front end, that is mobile app development. Then the mobile app development I'll be using, I will first of all list off the tools we need. Sorry, I don't want to go straight to the project because we don't have much thing to do. I don't want to go straight to the project because what we are doing is not much, you understand? So I have seen the UI and within 10 minutes we are done with what we are doing. So our own is not much. I'm not going to bore you guys. So I'm just going to list you the tools we are going to use for this work now. First tools we are going to use is VS Code. VS Code. VS Code is IDE where you use to edit your code. You write every code you want to write and then do everything, every background work. That's the theater we do the operation. You understand? That's where we do the operation. Then the UI or all these things you are seeing is just what you come out later after the operation. It's just like when a woman is pregnant, you go to the surgery theater room after everything, you come out fine, baby is fine, everybody's rejoicing, but nobody knows what she passed through there. So now I want to tell you that what you are going to pass through there is not going to be something very hectic or something that is going to be a conflicted, like something that is too conflict for us not to be able to solve. It's something very easy. So coding is easy. I'm here to oppose the motion. It's just what you need is just know how to prompt. Once you can be able to prompt, you can be able to code in this modern world. So without wasting of our time, I will go straight to what we have. First, I have a UI design that we want to convert into a working mobile application. So this is the mobile application for the Medwise. He talked about my colleague talked about the. So I'm here to write the working app. So the software I'm going to be using to write it is Flutter. Then, like I mentioned before, the ID is VS Code for the code editor. Then the software I'm going to use is Flutter. Then the language I'm going to use is Dart. Flutter is a hybrid application development tool that you can use to develop Android and iOS with one code base. So any single code I'm writing here, we are going to run that code both in Android and in iOS. So just one single code I'm going to write. But when you run it on your phone, Android, it will give you the same UI design. When you run it on your iOS, it's give you the same. So let's jump into it. Like I said, we won't spend much time. So I won't really go to explain much detail on how the setup is going to be. Like they said before, we have a 3 days workshop. In that workshop, I will then give you much detail. But I assure you, this is actually one of the easiest you can jump in types of software development. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to create my project. Like I said, I don't need to like bore us more. I don't need to like give us much issues. So I already created a project and the name is Medwise. You understand? So automatically, I'm not the one that writes all these things. Once I create a project, the system automatically generates all these files for me. So what I will do now is I will delete all these files because we don't need it. All this homepage that was generated here, we don't need them. I will delete all of them. Okay. All these comments, we don't need it. We delete all of them. So what's the name of our project? That is Medwise. So this place we have Flutter demo. We will rewrite it to Medwise because that's the name of our app. So I have changed it now. I will show you people how it's going to look like now. Let me reduce so that we'll be seeing the outcome at the same time. So I have removed that. You see that this is the screen that will be showing whatever we are doing here. So whatever I'm doing here, you'll be seeing it in this screen. This is an iOS. So I'm using iOS app to bring the design into life. So you'll be seeing it. Now, I removed the home page that the system automatically generates for us. So now I want to build this app that will come live here on the device here. We are using emulator. So before starting this, like I don't want to go into deep an understanding of the setup, but there is something Google called VS Android Studio for Android development. So you have Android Studio, but because I'm using Mac and the setups and all that, so I'm going to be using iOS emulator. So if you look at here, you have I'm using iPhone 16 Pro for my emulator. So now let's dive straight into the coding. The only thing I need to do here is I just need to select this design, export it as an image. Then let's go to the AI. I can actually use ChatGPT, but let me not just waste our time more. It will take me a little time. So let me use Crowdia. The only thing I just need to do in Crowdia is to import that image I just saved now. Well, you people should not mind my screen. Oh. Forget about that rice you are seeing there. We are not bringing that one to life. Okay, body.png. Okay, this is the image we exported from Figma, right? This is the image we exported from Figma. So now we have imported it into Crowdia. The only thing we need to do is we tell Crowdia to write that UI for us. We don't need to write any code. We are not writing code today. We are just giving instruction and the code will be written for us. So now, rest. So you see, my colleagues, their prompts are very long, but I don't need long prompts. So like I told you people, we just short thing, we are done. I will just send it to do it for me. So while we are waiting for it to do the code and generate it for us, so Flutter is open source software that you can use to develop your mobile applications, like iOS app, Android apps, single code base can work for Android, iOS, desktop, Mac app, and the Windows app. So this single code I'm generating now, if I like, I can actually make this code to work on your desktops. It can work on your Mac iOS. It can work on your Android. It can work on your Windows. It also can work as a website. Just one code I'm generating now. So it's amazing. So once it's done, we just copy the post and paste it. We are done for the first part. Then we do the second one. So it's not difficult. You understand? Imagine that he was able to even give us full structure, how the app could look like, but we don't want to go details in using this structure. We just copy our code and paste. So this is the code now. I'll just copy, go back to our ID. I will then create a file here called homepage.dat. That is extension that Flutter use because I'm writing in that programming language. So I just need to Control V and paste the code. So let me show you how this code look like. I will delete this man because we already have that. Okay. Let me do something because of our time. Let me paste this code in main straight up so that we don't waste most of our time. So let's check this code that AI just generated now. See the code now. This is the mobile app. You understand? So we find out that there is an error here. So this is the full code. You see, did not write any code here. And the prompt is not even up to a sentence. It's just simple this thing, create this thing for me. I don't want to write any code. I will tell the AI, I found out in health insight, there is a visit. So I don't need to do anything. Like, I don't want to stress myself today. I just want to tell AI, do everything for me. In insight session, don't worry, I will understand what I mean. So in that way, you don't even need to be well educated to even create the app. Once you already have an idea of what you want to do, just go ahead. It will do everything for you. There is overflow error. Fix it. We are done. It will generate it for us and fix that error for us. Then we will run it and check whether the error was fixed. You see, he did not even write other places. He just went straight to that card and then fix it. So today we are not, it seems like as I'm doing it, you can do it. You understand? So there is nothing difficult in it. That's why I'm saying that I'm here to oppose the motion that coding is not difficult. You just know the prompt to use. You understand? So just read the right prompt, your code comes live. I'm done with that one. So let me paste it again. I'm not writing any code today. And then recheck whether the error is out. Guys, there is no error again. You see, I did not write code. I was just giving instructions. The AI will be doing everything for me. Look at this design and look at the Figma. What's the difference? There is not much difference. The only difference is the image. Just to get the image, which is like, that one is the easiest thing. Just copy and paste this image here, carry it, put it in my asset, display it here. We don't finish. So let me give you another screen that we are going to create now. Like I told you people, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, we are done. We don't need to waste time here because my own work, that's why I told you people, I'm not professional. I'm just working with the help of AI. So I'm working as if I don't even know what I'm doing. The only thing I'm doing is AI, this thing is not what you're supposed to do. Do it this way. It will do it for me. So now this is a sign-in page. Before you enter home page, we have sign-in page. So let me do the sign-in page, the same process. I will only download this page, export it from Figma. Then I will go back to our AI, import the image I just export now. I don't even need to write anything in this one. Let the AI figure it out. Oh, sorry. It seems like I used the same one. Let me go back and change it. Sorry, it's old age. I'm not old, I beg. Okay. Let's export it. I export the old one instead of the new one, I'm supposed to. So, what's the name? Name is frame, PNG. Then let me go to Crowdia just to export it, import it to Crowdia. That's all. Here I already know what to do. Frame. That is it, bar. Frame. I don't need to write anything to AI. AI just do that work. Give me response. Let me go. I'm creating Flutter implementation of the MedWise login screen, carefully matching the design while following Flutter best practice. You see, I did not write any other thing again. AI knows what to do. So while AI is generating it, I'm going to create another file, name login. This thing I'm doing is not code, it's just normal way you create file in your system. So let's check if our code is ready. Our code is ready. Med login screen implementation. The only work I do here is to copy the code, paste it. That's the only thing I'm doing here. Just copy the code, paste it. Then, if you look at my code, you will see that there is something here the AI just wrote here, MedWise login screen. That is assuming that this is our home page. So the only thing you are doing when you are using AI to write your front end, like you are writing a mobile application, the only work you'll be doing here is bring it like it's just like a church. Reverend Father is just uniting two people together, man and woman, just making them to have common relationship. So that's the only work you are doing, connecting the first page to the second page. So now this is MedWise login. Let me connect the MedWise login to that home page we designed before. I will just need to copy. I don't need to write any code. Okay, let's go to our main. That's where we have the other code we pasted before. So even if you didn't learn anything, just tell people that you can use AI to do copy and paste, and your code will be live. So now I'm going to paste the login here. I will import it. There's something we call import. Import is like using Bible to make the marriage, seal the marriage. So we want to seal the importing now. Then we'll remove this one. Good. In this home page, we will copy the home page and then go and connect it to, marriage is you exchange ring, you give the woman ring, the woman give you a ring. You understand? For guys. So we give MedWise login home page. Now, okay, we give MedWise login home page. Now we want to give the home page to have relationship with MedWise login also. So two of them will interact one-on-one. Okay, let me go to this home page. We interact with the login screen. I'm not coding, no. I'm just supervising what AI generates for us. Okay, here we have, it seems like AI generates something for us here. Enter email. Okay, test field, forget password, elevate button, login. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know that this thing is a login. And once you come to an app and you saw something there, right, login, you know that if you click on it, either it tell you to put your email and password, you then log in to the main page. Have you? That's the only thing I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I know this is login. So, and this place that is on press. On press is an action, a callback. The only thing I just need to do, so that's the only code I'm writing in this project. Navigator. Sorry. navigator dot push. Actually, I'm called push, go to the other screen. I'm using iOS. Let's use Cupertino. Cupertino.pageroute. You see, this is the only code I'm writing in this thing. Control V. FSTM homepage, sharp, sharp. Nothing more. We are done. Let me still bring the marriage into agreement by importing midwise. So everything is smooth now. Let's run our code. Guys, this is our front login screen. We bring to life. You see, I did not write any code. I did not write any code. The only thing I do is navigator.push. I'm telling navigator, just push this screen to home page. You understand? So once I click this login, I'm here. You understand? So the marriage is settled. And this is where I will tell you people that with this viewpoint of mine, coding is not hard. You understand? It just it just know how to prompt. Did I spend up to 5 minutes? It's up to 5 minutes. I don't even know self. But it's not up to 10 minutes. If it's up to 10 minutes, I will not eat today. Check it now. It's not up to 10 minutes, but 10 minutes. It seems like I will not eat today, but I have eaten in the morning, sha. So this is actually the output of only one prompt we did, remember? The first one, just for the AI to generate the code for us. The second one, we did not write anything. We just give the AI, oh yeah, just use this image, generate this thing for us, and it was able to come up with this beautiful app. Very responsive. If I export this app now, you will download it and use it in your mobile devices. So it's just one line of code. Everything was done. See, that didn't bore your people. So at this junction, the marriage is actually entering item 7. So any question before we go? Any question? I know you people understand me very well, but any question? Yes, because if there is no UI US, my prompt would have reached notebook. You understand? I would have write, oh yeah, make the widget, the first widget to have 12 by 12 square. Put it color blue. Put medical clause on top of it. Center it. Put text as a label. You see, this thing is taking long. But I don't need to stress myself again because the UI US have already do the work there. His work is to bring the idea, design the idea, then give me to make the idea to come to life. Then I don't need to stress myself again because I just need to sleep and wake up, then use 2 prompts and bring that idea he spends time to do into life. No. Coding is something that the only thing you need for coding is just have a logical mind and a great thinker. Every great thinker and everyone that can reason logically can actually code. The only problem we have as programmers is we used to have high BP too much because we think a lot. You understand? But in these modern days, we don't even need to think again because AI is doing everything for us. So you can see I did not even think. I just opened my system, carried the design, paste the image, it developed it for me exactly the same way it is. The only thing I can just do manually, oh yeah, this image, let me put it. You understand? So imagine that those minutes is taken to do the research and everything. But for me, it's just 2 lines of code. But the only thing that happens there is what is called knowledge. If you don't have knowledge of what I did, you can't be able to do it in less than 10 minutes. Because I know I did not spend up to 10 minutes. You understand? So just have the knowledge, that's all. Any other question? Ask your question, you. Some days before you will get to ask me this kind of question, you have the privilege. Yeah, it might be hard. You ask your question now. You are free to ask. Okay. We are coming. Back end is coming to do his own work also. Yes. Coding have three steps. Okay, coding have three steps. Yes. One is front end. One is back end. The last one is back end integration. You understand? What I did now is front end design. I did not do any integration. So integration is when I bring the back end and the front end together. So anything I do in the front end, the back end will receive it. Like it's kind of something that can make a one-to-many relationship. If we are using, sorry guys, the journey will come back again before I even step down from this stage. Code will not, whether it's code self, so you don't need to panic. You understand? So the thing is that there is one-to-many relationship. My guy, you can hear me, ba? There is one-to-many relationship. So the back end is kind of a skeleton or the engine house that is powering us now that went off. You understand? So if I have connected back end here and the back end went off, our apps will be down because the engine that is powering our data, that is processing everything that is working on the front end, is back end. So back end is the most dirtiest part of the work. This thing I'm showing you is very neat. If I show you back end code now, your head will just be you just be shaking. But in as much as this one looks simple, it's not simple. You understand? It's just that AI understand that I don't have time to waste. Then you just have to do that work for me. So that's why it's easy. Any other question? Any other question? So I assume everybody understand what I just did now. That little magic I just did now. Okay, without wasting your time, I will call my colleague to come and take over. So if in case maybe you don't have question now and in your mind you need to think about, sometimes you are toasting a lady, they will think about, they are not really thinking anything, no, but just in case you feel like you're going to think something later. We have 4 days program that is coming soon. So come there. You see that you don't need to stress yourself here. You understand? So within 3 days, I promise you, if you are here and you pay attention, you will be a full mobile software developer. So if you can make out time to come, you just come. The only thing you need to learn from me is how to print it. You don't need to write the code again because AI will do that work for you. So thank you, guys.
Hi everyone. How is it going so far? How is it going so far? It's been interesting, right? Baby girl, how is it going? Hope you're enjoying the class. Just tell us how you feel so far.
I feel good. At least I've learned a lot of AI now. I learned that coding is not hard. Like when I was in Abuja.
Hello, everybody. Hi, hi, hi.
Okay, don't mind them. Coding is actually not hard, I promise you. Once you put your mind to it, you will see you get it it's very simple, just like cooking rice. Hi. Are you gonna tell us how it has been going so far?
As I said earlier, it's been interesting and coding is not hard.
So you're among those that give up, right? So are you going back? You're going back. Okay, so we are going to add you to the group. So I'm going to make sure that you go back. Hi, how's it going so far?
Going well. Okay. We learn on how AI can assist us and process coding.
Okay, nice. So what are you going to build with AI? Do you have anything in mind that you intend to build with AI? Maybe like a software or an app, just something.
Well, yeah, so no one in mind.
All right, all right. Mr. Man. I wasn't passing. How's it going so far?
It's going well. It's going. Yes, it's just that. Okay, we've had the first speaker. The middle speaker was the one that wanted to blow my head. Yes.
Okay, the second speaker scattered your head. All right. Do you intend to build any product with AI? Okay, which one? Tell us.
I told you earlier. I make and sell footwears, so I intend to build an e-commerce website for that.
Amazing, amazing. I can't wait for that. I'm really excited. All right. Hi. How's it going so far?
Yes, it's going well, but at some point it will be as if I'm in a strange world. Yes.
It's understandable, but overall, you are learning, right? Okay. So we are going to go for a little bit break just for us to internalize everything we've learned so far and just ease off and cool off a bit for like 5 minutes. And we have one speaker left, just one speaker left. So after that, we're going to come back and then the last speaker is going to speak to us and then our CEO will now finalize everything with his final speech. And you don't want to miss that, I promise you. Because his own is like buzzwords. You don't want to miss the word that our boss is going to, give all of us. So just take your time and just ease off a little bit for 5 minutes, and we are going to be back soon. Thank you.